Hey, it's Tuesday, Daily Dose, and today we're talking about Elijah. Elijah was an Old Testament prophet, but here's what James said about Elijah in James chapter 5, verses 17 and 18. He said, Elijah was a human being, even as we are. He prayed, here's the key word, earnestly, that it would not rain, and it did not rain on the land for 3.5 years. And then in verse 18, James records these words, again, Elijah prayed, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth produced its crops. Here's what I want to zero in on when it comes to Elijah. First of all, Elijah was a human being just like we are. James noted that. He said he has emotions and thoughts and feelings and challenges just like we do. In fact, if you want to look at a cross-reference, you can go to 1 Kings 17, 18, and 19. You can read a little bit more about Elijah. The second thing I want to point out about Elijah is oftentimes the preeminent story of Elijah's life that we recall as we think of Elijah is when he's on Mount Carmel and he's having this showdown with the prophets of Baal. And so if you remember, right, they have this like a little contest, whose God is going to respond by fire. They have this altar, they set everything up. And then Elijah gives one single prayer and God comes down and he just brings fire that just obliterates, it evaporates not only the water, the sacrifice, the whole altar itself. Okay, that's amazing, right? And I don't know about you, but my prayer life usually is not like Elijah's in that episode. However, James doesn't point to that specific reference and his prayer of faith with that one single explosive prayer. Rather, James highlights the word persistent. He was earnest. James says that Elijah he earnestly prayed. It was his dedication and his devotion to requesting God that it would not rain and then it would rain. So here's my challenge for you today. I want you to think about your persistence. I want you to think about how persistent you are in your prayer life, when you're in communion with God, when you're talking to God. Remember what we talked about yesterday. I want you to persistently pray to God around some requests that you have of Him. And I don't want you to give up. Don't give up. Breakthrough happens as we devote ourselves to spending time and saying, God, we seek you. It's the gift of desperation. It's the gift of throwing everything at the feet of the Lord and saying, God, unless you show up, this isn't going to happen. What is that for you in your life? Unless God shows up, it's not going to happen. Listen, I'm agreeing with you in prayer today. So I want you to be earnest in prayer, and I want you to seek the Lord on behalf of your requests. I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.